morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? I'm wearing pink. Today better be Wednesday. Well, it is Wednesday. And it's also my birthday. I'm going to start by telling myself, happy birthday. 49 in box wine. Sing with me. It is also Misty Dew's birthday. Where is she? Steve Beasley, where have you been? Dadgummit, I gotta put a bell around your neck, Steve. Like I don't see you for 2 or 3 months and you just pop back in. Now I have this show planned for yesterday. I was gonna do it at noon yesterday. We're gonna blame this one on Ronnie again. I could give you a million stories. I could tell you that OJ ran off. I could tell you that I got sick. I could tell you my car broke down. I mean, anything that you hear. Well, the truth is I got into the box wine a little too early and basically was on the phone with Jules. Then I talked to Mermaid, then Avi. And then, you know, when you're a little emotional, and this is an emotional week for me because my mother passed away on June 10th. We picked out her casket on the 11th. Today's my birthday, and tomorrow would be the day that we buried her 24 years ago. So, you know, you get all in your head, all in your head. Well, in my infinite wisdom, I got into the box wine in the heat yesterday and decided to call people that I haven't talked to in, a good 20 years. Ex-coworkers, a Mormon cousin. I mean, you name it. I was all over the place. But anyway, had a good time, got the pool clean. That's a good idea. So now, at least that's done. Yeah, Angie said, you're allowed. Who gives me a free pass? I get a free pass. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. I'll tell you who doesn't get a free pass in my book. And that is that nasty ass Jen Soto. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jules, for the super sticker. Fun to ski. Look at that. Happy birthday, Brooks. I can't tell you how many people on Messenger were like, I can't believe I'm talking to Crime Lines and Lies. You don't sound anything like you do on the show. And I'm like, well, there's a cardboard box with a spigot that can explain that. I am so pissed at Jen Soto. I have gone through this body cam more times than you can count. I hate when people say this stuff. They go, well, you just don't ever want to go through it. I wouldn't go through it. You know why? Because no nasty Mr. Disney perv would be sleeping with my kids. No. And if something did happen to one of my children, family member or whatever, I would give a shit. I certainly wouldn't be going around like TikTok Tony and contacting the FBI for my hurt feelings. But we'll talk about that tomorrow because that's got me heated up too. You guys are making me blush. What are you doing? You trying to get me some more box wine? Thank you, Connie. Love you. Love you, Lisa. Yankee Kyle said, Brooks, tell your hubby happy Father's Day. Yes, I know. We have to split the weekend. We're going to have my birthday on Saturday. Hell, we might have my birthday up until 4th of July. And then Father's Day on Sunday. I told DT Driver this morning, I said, I'm so excited for you to get your Father's Day gift. And he goes, is it something actually for you that you're giving to me, for me to do things around the house with or in the yard with? We'll just call it a gift for both of us. I'm actually going to take a video when he gets it, because I think I should start a farming channel if you want to know the truth. You guys wouldn't believe. I'm trying to save up money for a GoPro so you guys can see all the farming that OJ and I do. All right, back to Jen Soto, because I'm so sick of her ass. Hang on. Kat said, did you buy him a naked house husband's apron? Ooh. Ooh. Pool boy would look really good in that. Yes. Jules said the rooster. Yep, the rooster. DT driver about shit his pants on Saturday. He went to Tractor Supply and I said, I want that 7-foot rooster. And he was like, oh, there was only one left and it looked broken. Well, guess what? My friend Ariana, who is new to the country, and I've taught her a lot of things about the English language. For one, the word shit goes with everything. It's hot as shit. It's cold as shit. I'm broke as shit. I got more money than shit. She understands that. She shows up in something that looks like a 1996 Geo, and she had that damn rooster stacked in there. Put it together and everything. Greg's like, what is Ariana doing here with that rooster? I said, well, you said there was one, and she lives right over there. Yeah. And all weekend, he kept saying, I can't believe we got a big rooster in the yard. Well, my goodness, that's what happens. Here I am teaching someone the English language, and I get my rooster out of it. You know, I can't make it up, only in America or only in my damn backyard. Well, let's get to it. Who's wearing pink? Who is wearing pink?
Oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
It is hump day. Even OJ has on some form of pink.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
No. Not really my sort of thing.
That's the British version. Lisa said, I suspect another term was used for the rooster. My friend Angela, that lives behind me, she sent me a text message. I need to actually screenshot it and put it up because it's hilarious. She goes, the fuck that big old chicken doing in your backyard? I said, the rooster won't hurt you. I mean, obviously it's not real, but I said, don't worry. I said, you can pet him. You can pet my cock. He won't hurt you. Yep. Real Rock and Robin, celebrate the entire month for your birthday, Brooks. Box Wine Fund. Woo! Give me your phone number. It gets real around here about 4 o'clock. Ariana, though, I did have to talk to her because she is learning the English language. And by the way, she is doing amazing. I can barely speak English. Just imagine, coming here and, you're learning the culture and everything. And you have someone like me teaching you where to, put the word shit in. Okay. She's Catholic. All right. She's Catholic. So she went to a Catholic church. She's learning, she's using her new words. She tells what do you call it in the Catholic Church? The cardinal? What do you call it? I don't know. She said to him, Jesus is my shit. I was like, well, did you tell him that? That's because I was just telling you that it's appropriate to use sometimes. Priest. Okay, the priest. Yeah, she said, Jesus is my shit. That should be like a song. Could you imagine? Gwen Stefani, this my shit. This my shit. Ooh, this my shit. This my shit. Dang. I was like, well, you didn't have to tell me that, but we'll work on new words next week. I don't know what we're going to bless her with next week. All right, let's get to it. State of Florida wants to fry Stephen. And can you believe there are still people out there saying, oh, maybe he didn't do it. I mean, I don't know, maybe Jen did it all herself. There's a lot of stuff going on in Florida. Maybe he didn't do it. Have you read even one paragraph of the arrest affidavit? Just one sentence. Just one. Now, I don't know his motivation for the murder. All I can speculate is she got to the age where she said no. Because when I read the snippet about how favors, in quotes, were done for her to use his cell phone, as she gets older, she's like, I don't need a cell phone that bad. I don't need a cell phone that bad. And what happened to this little girl is beyond. And I'm really wondering, what are they going to do with Jen Soto? What are they going to do with her? Is she going to get a free pass so that she can be a witness for the state? Are they still collecting evidence? I would love to know. You see, there are some states in this country that do not mess around with these people. And if they're already going after the DP for him, my opinion is they must not need her. Something better be done with Jen Soto. All she's done is check into some phony rehab, lay around a pool looking like a homeless vagrant, and dyed her hair blue. I don't think they need her as a witness. I think she has said enough. Let's get to it.
His arrest on murder charges, prosecutors say they'll seek the death penalty against Stephen Stearns, the man accused of killing 13-year-old Madeline Soto. News 6's Ezzy Castro is live at the Osceola County Jail now, where Stearns is being held, and the state attorney says he's confident they can prove their case, Ezzy.
Yeah, he told us yesterday that it's taken some time to get all this evidence and facts in this case, all while Stephen Stearns remains here at the Osceola County Jail. State Attorney Andrew Bain says prosecutors will now seek the death penalty against Stephen Stearns. He's charged with first-degree murder in the death of 13-year-old Madeline Soto.
We take a lot of things into consideration at that point. We take along the case, the criminal history of the defendant, particularly the.
First off, I must say, I love the bow tie. I love the bow tie. True Crime Beat said, JS did ask them to sleep in the upstairs room that night. This is public record now. Why? Why did she tell the police that it was not abnormal, if you could even say that, for Madeline to have snuggle time with Mr. Disney because of Jen Soto's anxiety? Now, let me ask you, my friends, who do you think had the most anxiety in that house? I'm going to take an uneducated guess, and I'm going to say all the stress, all the pain, all the humiliation, all the anxiety, all the worry, everything was on Madeline. And this dude is not playing.
He's charged with first-degree murder in the death of 13-year-old Madeline Soto.
We take a lot of things into consideration at that point. We take along the case, the criminal history of the defendant, particularly the facts of the case, and how.
You're going to hear this more than once, because look at how his eyes get a little bigger. He goes, particularly the facts of the case. Over 1,700 images. I'm not talking about Madeline playing in the pool. I'm not talking about Maddie in a sunflower patch. Not talking about Maddie with her ears on at Disney World. These are pictures that I do not believe he could have taken himself, that are beyond disgusting. And I'm telling you something right now, somebody had to have been there, whether it's Santa, Santa's son, Jen Soto herself, because the description of some of these pictures, no way in hell could he have taken it himself. The facts of the case.
The criminal history of the defendant, particularly the facts of the case.
Watch how his mouth moves. Imagine having to be Mr. Bowtie. Just watch his face, particularly the facts of the case.
The criminal history of the defendant, particularly the facts of the case, and how those facts line up with the statutory aggravators inside of our statute.
Prosecutors say the death penalty is necessary because they plan to prove that Stearns committed the murder and that he had been sexually abusing Madeline for years.
We've been in constant communication with Maddie's father and other family members. We've been in constant contact with the lawyers. And so we want to make sure that we were obviously cognizant and having.
Well, hey, Yankee Kyle, what a surprise. What do you think about this? I'm so glad the state's going after the death penalty. Now, some states will say that if the prosecutor's going for the death penalty, that the jury is biased, that they already know that they have them dead to nuts guilty. What do you think about that?
I think they have him dead to nuts guilty as charged, Your Honor.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm saying if they let me, if they
13-year-old daughter, for God's sakes, it's disgusting.
Horrible. Let's get back to this.
In those discussions with them, and they were agreeable with the decision that we were going to make.
And it was just last week that we showed you body camera video from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, which shows Stearns and Madeline's mother talking to a deputy the night that Madeline was reported missing. And in that video, Stearns claims that he had dropped off Madeline near her school, but investigators say that never happened. Live outside the Osceola County Jail, Ezzy Castro, gonna results, we say.
And she's done a great job of this case. Michelle Reed Duncan. So was Santa and his son connected to Stephen, to Mr. Disney? It appears, considering where he put Madeline's body, it almost looks like, I think it was Tina King that picked it out. And I agree with her that putting her 4 minutes walking distance from Santa's house, it's almost like he was trying to set up Santa. The church he talked about dropping her off at, Santa used to go to that church before he went to jail. Now, again, if they let me be in charge for a day, I would say, let's just skip all this. Let's just skip it. The Constitution's kind of, holding things up. Let's just go straight to the DP. No way did Jen Soto not know. It angers me so much. I don't have a daughter, but I am a 49-year-old woman. I know what laundry looks like. I know when my mother used to do my laundry, she would know exactly what was going on. You can't tell me that between the ages of 8 years old and 13 years old, that only Mr. Disney was doing the laundry. And also, why would he? Why would he? Also, the obvious pain she must have been through. All right? If it's been a little while, and at, almost 49 years old, I take a roll in the sheets with DT Driver, hell, I might be walking a little funny. 8 years old. Astro from space said, that's why I'm asking. I'm a dad. I don't touch my daughter's panties. No. Jen Soto had to have known, and I would think would have some serious questions to ask. But this is also the woman that told investigators that it is not abnormal for Madeline to sleep in the same bed with Mr. Disney. Let's get to the body cam. I don't know who I'm more mad at in this case. I don't know who disgusts me more. We know, I mean, he's bound for hell. You can't fix people like him. Then you see her, she almost acts like this is Maddie's fault. Walking Dead said both. Walking Dead, I keep getting this. Maybe I need to redo my phone. I don't know. I keep getting messages from you over and over saying happy birthday. And I'm like, Jocelyn, you're in the chat. Let me restart it.
Have you with us here on Closing Arguments. Big hour ahead. We've got a lot to talk about in the Madeline Soto case. Those videos have come out and revealed some new things. Madeline Soto had just turned 13. This was the birthday the year before. 1 year later, she turned 13. And then a few days later, she went missing and was found dead. Her father wasn't living with her mother. They split up even, before she was born. But there was a man in her life. His name was Stephen Stearns, and they sort of acted as a family unit, sort of, I say, because of the nature of the charges here. That's not how a family acts. But Stephen Stearns apparently referred to himself, and Jen, Madeline's mother, referred to him as sort of the stepfather. But, the charges here are so horrific, and it seems like it's an extremely strong case because it's based upon what was found on his phone, images of what he allegedly did to that little girl since she was 8 years old, and then kept all the images. Like, what's going on with this guy? He's now charged with her murder as well. But now we go back in time, right? When the case first starts, the investigation.
I'm going to pause it right there because I agree with True Crime Beat. Jen Soto knew Maddie was dead by the time they called law enforcement. And I totally agree with this because her lack of panic in her bizarre movements, I think she knew the whole time. And that's the reason she misled the police. She lied to the police about everything from seeing Maddie that morning to what Maddie had on. And it's disgusting. It's almost like she resented the attention that boyfriend was giving to her daughter. She wanted that attention. It is sick. It is depraved. Even Sodom and Gomorrah are blushing at these damn people.
First starts is because a child is missing. And there's a call made to police. She wasn't in school all day. So at this point, she's missing for about 12 hours. Okay, 12 hours because she never made it to school. And 911 is called. Orange County Sheriff's deputies respond. And Jen Soto speaks to the responding officer. Let's take a look.
This is Mom.
This is Mom? Okay. Hi there.
Hey there.
Hey there. What's going
Okay, so we have Mr. Disney. He does not want his face on camera. It's extremely sick. Look at her face. Okay? I paused it right there. This is not the look of panic. This is not the look of, it's almost like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want with me? What do you want? What do you want? Why are you bothering me?
on?
So my daughter was dropped off close to school this morning, but never made it. I went to the drop-in school.
I'm sorry, one second.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Are we looking for another kid, or we have a kid?
Looking for another one.
Good.
Alright, so people are still on the scene. Let's put that out. Any possible location? How long?
13.
She knows. He's on the phone, probably trying to collect some more Digimon so he can talk to underage children. He's got to look for his next victim. The rocking around. She's 13. She's fine. What do you mean she's fine? She got dumped off on Santa's property. This bitch.
Can I get that right now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
So she was supposed to be dropped off at school, didn't make it to school.
Didn't make it to school. I went to pick her up from school today, and she never came out. They announced it over the speaker, and I'm just like, maybe she walked here, because sometimes she'll walk here to this office. I came here, nothing. I went back to the school, they were closed. I got a notice, an email from the school saying she was absent, but I also messaged her teacher, and he looked at her entire attendance today and saw that she was completely not at school today either.
Okay.
So she never made it.
A lot of things about this really strike me. Let me bring in our special guest joining me live in studio, National Parenting and Family Relationship Expert, Dr. Sue Kornbluth is with us. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us. The scene, police are first arrived, missing 12 hours, just turned 13, and there's this eerie calm in the entire room. What is that?
Did you feel that too? Because that's exactly what I was feeling. But I was even feeling really sick inside when I was watching all of this. It's like nothing happened. They're as calm as could be. I want you to notice something in his body language. His arms are crossed, Vinny.
Yeah.
You know what that means? That he's guarding something, that he doesn't want to probably let out or tell the truth of what has happened here, because as you and I both know, and everybody else, these videos of him abusing her since she was 8 years old are all over his phone. In addition, is the mom involved in this?
Well, to me, that's a big question. I want to put up on the screen. This is from one of the reports that was released. Jen stated that her and Stefan had been dating on and off for approximately 7 years. So this man's been in Madeline's life for 7 years. Jen stated while they were together, they would either all sleep in the same bed, or Madeline would sleep with her when Stefan was not there. When asked if it was normal for Stefan and Madeline to sleep together without her being there, she said yes. Jen stated if she needed a good night's sleep due to her anxiety, she would ask them to sleep in a different bedroom. Stefan stated Madeline always needed human contact when going to sleep. Stefan referred to it as snuggling. What's going on with mom here?
This sounds really strange to me, okay? And it also sounds like the behavior of someone that could be a pedophile. And
when you say someone, you're talking about Stefan, or are you talking about mom allowing them?
Before they get to that, I'm asking all of you. She said, this is pedo behavior. He goes, are you talking about Stefan? You talking about mom? And she's kind of sitting there like, court case said it. Doesn't take her but 2 seconds. Jen was compliant. Jen was compliant. Okay, I'm going to pause that. We're going to go back to the body cam video. And it pisses me off to no end. All right?
They said it looked like 5 or 6.
5 or 6 kids at the park. All right. Give me a second, bro.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Let me finish up with this and I'll give you a call.
Are you able to pick up call 931, please?
I'm currently working possible signal 8. Can I hold off on that?
Is this number from the other one?
26. Sorry. Of course. Do they speak English?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
This is mom.
This is mom? Okay. Hi there.
Hey there.
Hey there. What's going on?
So my daughter was dropped off close to school this morning, but never made it. I went to pick her up from school.
I'm sorry, one second.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Are we looking for another kid or we have a kid?
Looking for another one.
Alright, if people are still on the scene, let's
Okay, this is the poster child right here of nothing more than an egg donor. This is nothing more than birthing hips. That's it. This woman has done she did worse than just turn her head, in my opinion. I hate when people say, the mom, the mom, the mom. The mom either didn't care let it go on. She's no mother. Now, I've had a few people come after me saying that I don't understand the Hispanic community. Look, I don't care what community we're talking about. Most Hispanic communities I know, if they had any idea this was going on, they would take care of it themselves. It wouldn't get this far. I love when people try to shoebox things. Astro Farm from space. Wait, what? So the Hispanic community let's the men have their daughters? That's what, yeah. How insulting is that? How insulting. Human nature is to protect your children. I don't give a rat's ass what state, county, country you're from. That's ridiculous. You don't have to have stock in Taco fucking Bell to understand the Hispanic community. I'm talking about mothers. Mothers. What a horrible thing to say.
that out in the hospital inpatient. How long?
13.
I'm trying to get there right now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
So she was supposed to be dropped off at school, didn't make it to school.
Didn't make it to school. I went to pick her up from school today,
Okay.
and she never came out. They announced it over the speaker, and I'm just like, maybe she walked here because sometimes she'll walk here to this office.
Mhm.
I came here, nothing. I went back to the school, they were closed. I got a notice, an email from the school saying she was absent, but I also messaged her teacher, and he looked at her entire attendance today and saw that she was completely not at school today either.
Okay.
So she never made it.
Okay. What's her name?
Madeline. Madeline.
Madeline. Last name?
Soto. SOTO.
SOTO?
Yeah.
Date of birth?
February 22nd, 2011.
February 27, 2000.
22nd.
Oh, sorry. 22nd,
2011.
2011.
Just had her 13th birthday.
13.
1418 Charlie Brooklyn. What's the name of the single aid?
Madeline Soto, age 13. I'm trying to get a clothing description now. What was she last seen wearing?
26 County Charlie Brooklyn. People hit my call 931. It's the same call.
Green hoodie.
Green hoodie.
White Crocs.
White Crocs.
Either blue or black pants.
I think black shorts.
Black shorts.
Yeah.
Black shorts? Okay. Black shorts. All right.
Okay, right there is where the lies start as far as her murder. He pops in to say what she had on. Jen says what she has on. This is not what she was found in. And for those that want to argue about the Hispanic community, does that ISIS-looking member to her right look Hispanic to you? Get so sick of these people. It's very telling to me that he knows she's in jeans. At the birthday party, she had on a very pretty blue dress. When did she put the jeans on, or who put the jeans on her? Because that's what she was found in, according to legitimate news sources. Who put the jeans on? If she's coming home to go to bed, she's not going to go to sleep in jeans. No, no. So the lies are already lying.
Do you know if she has like friends in the area?
She does, but she doesn't know where they live.
She doesn't know where they live. Okay.
I asked all of them.
Okay. Is this like, does she like have any places that you guys know that she'll usually be at? Any friend's house? Any places that like she likes to hang out?
Not typically, no.
Not typically?
No.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. Let me see if I get some.
Thank you.
No problem. And what school she goes to?
Hunters Creek Middle School.
Hunters Creek Middle? All right, cool. 125. Do you guys have? Do you have a picture of her? Can you airdrop it to me?
Yeah, I know. Let me see which picture. I don't know which picture.
Okay, recently, probably from the birthday party, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so I have to look at what's up.
The birthday party to me is more of a setup than just a weird day to have it. Because you hear how dismissive she is. Oh, yeah, there's a birthday party, but I wasn't there. Listen, nobody works 24/7, 7 days a week. 13 is a big age. You are now a teenager. You are on the way to adulthood. But then there she is, but I didn't go. Why didn't you have it on a night where you could go, or an afternoon? Why? Listen how she says this.
Do you have a picture of her? Can you airdrop it to me?
Yeah, I know. Let me see which picture. I don't know which picture.
Okay, recently, probably from the birthday party, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so I have to look at what's up.
Is that Yolanda? Is that her mother standing there in the back? Because her mother looks a lot younger than her. Yolanda grabbed the link one day and she was backstage and I was all about to have her up. She didn't like what I was saying about her daughter. Yeah, that's her. Okay. They're like the Judds. You know, Naomi always looked a lot younger than Winona.
Go ahead. That's what I'm about to grab right now. Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you.
Is this a good enough picture, or do you need a whole
Yeah,
body
that's
picture?
Ah! ¿Cómo así?
How do I airdrop? I don't know how to do it.
I got you. Okay, where's the photo? Right there.
It's on WhatsApp.
Okay, seeing it played out like this, and I've gone through it many times, but for some reason, and I'm not going to get any fan mail for this, I was really taken aback when Yolanda was sort of, well, she was defending Mr. Disney. She said he gave Madeline the love that she liked. Angel P said she looks distant from Jen for a time like this. Exactly. Your daughter is missing. Kiki is going to get birthday spankings. Look at that. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Love you, girlfriend. As a grandmother, we have talked about this on this show so many times. It really gets Susan going in these different cases. Where's the grandparents? How do they not know? You're telling me when Madeline, all the time she spent with her grandmother, nothing ever came up in conversation about how she is treated by the household she lives in? I'm getting some weird vibes from Yolanda.
I saved it to my photos, so you could.
You saved it to your photos?
Yeah, we can just go straight to the photos.
Okay, perfect. Give me a second. Okay. I'm gonna send it out right now to my other guys.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
They make me sick. Special kind of love. She's the one that let the cat out of the bag months ago that Madeline preferred not to sleep alone. And you can't tell me that that tax business is not some kind of a front for something else right now, because there is more and more and more coming out about this family.
Well, they called since I don't even know when, but whenever they, what did you say? What did you call? My question is not, why is this not a code 3 when it first came out? Yeah, so that last time she was seen, it was early this morning, like 7 o'clock. That's what I'm about to see. I'm about to go check. I just try to get as much information now of her clothing descriptions than the Diaz. The Diaz has a hit in like a big area full of kids. So if you want to help me out with this one, show me my signal expert. By any chance, does she have a phone number or a phone?
She does, but she left it at home today. I have it.
You have it.
And I've already gone through her messages.
Okay. How about, does she have like Apple Watch?
She's got a device. The only device she's got on her right now is her school laptop.
Her school laptop? Is that trackable?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Now, look, I don't throw shade at any parent that keeps their kids off the internet. I don't. But it's just really damn odd that the day that an abused child goes missing, I can count the days. I can count the days. I can count the names. They say, no, it's not trackable. Nope. He needs death. Jen Soto needs to catch a serious charge. And I'm going to go as far as to say, in my opinion, allegedly, all the words that the cool kids use, Yolanda, I think you might need to be facing something too. Leave it to the state of Florida, because you're going to get it.
If the Wi-Fi is turned on, it'll try to connect to new Wi-Fi.
So by like circle here.
Well, does she not have a history of running away or anything? She was just hanging out in the bus.
I don't Possibly, I don't know. She got dropped off. She was like, so she's embarrassed by his car. So she didn't want to be dropped off at school. She wanted to be dropped off like half a block away so she can walk.
It's an image thing. She's in the face.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there for a minute. Elizabeth Lander, member for 11 months. Love you. Happy birthday, Brooks. Let us know if OJ sings. Oh, he does. Oh, he definitely does. I hate when bad historians come into these cases and they give information that is not useful. We have seen it in too many cases. If you weren't there, you don't know. It has to come from the horse's mouth. The horse is Mr. Disney. He's the one that supposedly took her to school, which we know did not happen because she was already dead. He was busy dumping her things. Cannot stand this stuff. Astro from Space said, thanks, family. Glad y'all remember me. I was blocked, called a troll on many platforms. I just told the truth about Maddie. Most definitely, she could have been pregnant. We don't know. They're not going to release what the medical examiner has found. We don't know. We won't know till trial. We won't know till trial. And you're in good hands here, Astro. We love you. I'll tell you what. Hey, I'll tell you what, if Jen Soto wants to come in, she's in good hands. I think we all have hands for her.
But he dropped her off half a block away and drove away.
Okay. Did she ever go to school though?
No, we called school.
She was walking in that direction. She was rifling through her backpack, just looking for something. I thought maybe she was just looking for headphones before she got her walking on.
Yeah.
But she was just kind of, shambling over in that direction. It looked the same as any other morning. Okay.
What was the last thing you asked?
If she ever went to school,
So I got confirmation from the school that she never made it. They sent me an email saying she didn't make it. But I also spoke to her or emailed one of her teachers directly, and he looked at all her attendance for all her periods and told me she didn't make it at all today.
Okay.
Say it again? No, she's supposed to have a book bag. She was supposed to go to school, but didn't go to school today.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Battery FGOA 212319 Turtleback Loop. Third party in for Saturday.
Okay.
Complaint.
All right.
Children by two juvenile males. Requested 1045 only. It's code 21945.
I'm trying to figure out secondary spots, but so far negative on anything. Yeah, you could be 51 to me. All right, cool. 34 too. All right, cool.
Attention Sector 4 units. Prepared a copy of local from OPD at Quarantine.
Yeah, it said negative on that hit at the park.
Way.
So.
Reference say 21 to a vehicle. Pursuing local. Reference say 21 to a vehicle.
I think
Going
black
to be
shorts.
an unknown male, gray hoodie, and black.
Okay, I want to address this comment by Aurora Dawn. She said this happened near us. You see, these predators, they don't just violate and victimize in their own homes. Their tentacles reach so far out. Like Aurora Dawn, this happened near us. So at the time, not knowing about Mr. Disney, not knowing about Jen Soto, not knowing about Yolanda Judd, here's the whole thing. You have a community of people thinking, this could happen to my child. This could happen to my niece, my nephew, my grandchild. The anxiety that a community itself goes through with what these sick twists do. It's just infuriating. Infuriating. And I don't care what the experts say, like Jennifer Coffee Grabber and all the pundits. that stick their nose into everything. These experts, let me tell you, you just can't cure evil. You can't cure evil.
White Crocs with socks.
No further information. 1064, 1946.
And when was the last time you seen her? Do you know around what time?
Around 8:30, 8:40 when we dropped her off.
How tall is she?
5'1",
Weight.
110 pounds.
About 110, 112.
Hair color.
Blonde.
Blonde, like a dirty blonde.
Like a dirty blonde.
Yeah.
Okay. Eye color.
Blue.
Does she have any markings on her, like any scars or anything like
There's
that?
a distinctive beauty mark on her face here.
On her face.
On the face, like below the nose or near the nose.
Yeah, like right in that area there. It's very distinctive. You'd know it if you saw it. Big.
Any other scars or anything like that? We should know.
Scars? No.
No.
Tattoos.
No.
You'd be surprised. Did you put out the description?
I put the top part out. I didn't get the rest of that stuff yet, so I can put it out.
County 34 is here. Updated 14. 78. White female.
Can I just see that phone?
Black shorts, white plastic socks, approximately 5'1" blonde, dirty blonde hair, blue eyes, has a beauty mark under the nose.
I'm getting a random 407 number. Okay. Hello? Yes? Hi, Principal. I'm okay. How are you?
What's so funny? That laugh is evil. It's a cackle. That sounds like when Daisy is making fun of Prayer Garden. I can't stand it. Now she answers the phone. Oh, hi, Principal. I'm okay. How are you? What do you mean you're okay? How can you be okay? You are standing in front of the police giving misinformation about your daughter, who at this point has already been murdered and has been essayed for years. And you know what, Jen Soto? You put her on a silver platter and handed her right over to him. As you're sitting there on the phone, you already know.
No, police officers here right now.
Start getting the
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find her
paperwork. Does she have any social media or anything like that?
She has an Instagram.
Right here.
Just family,
Thank you
cousins,
so much. I
friends.
definitely appreciate it.
Right here.
That's her profile?
Yeah.
Little figure.
She also has a YouTube page.
Okay. Any Snapchat or?
She
Let me get
plays
that.
games.
No, that's the
She
other
plays
one.
games. She plays like Minecraft.
Okay, just my opinion. Don't take this to the bank because, again, it's just my opinion. The fact that Mr. Disney is only charged with one murder tells me that Madeline is not pregnant. You see, some states, if a woman is pregnant, they still just consider it one death, one murder. I want to say California, Illinois, New York, there's others. So if you murder a pregnant woman, it's one murder. Florida, if you murder a woman who's pregnant with twins, it's 3 murders. Oklahoma, you murder a woman who's pregnant. I don't care if she's 6 weeks along. It's considered 2 murders. So that's the reason I don't really think that she was actually with child. Marisay, you're making me blush. Thank you, girlfriend. Love you. They just make me ill. They just make me ill. And I think it should be that way in every state. I mean, look at Missouri. Good God. They'll stack those charges to the ceiling. They'll find out that you jaywalked when you were 13 leaving the mall. They'll be like, we didn't get you on that. We got it now.
Alrighty, thank you guys. I got that on my video, so I'll get that to the detectives. Again, thank you. I'm just gonna put the school, the church, as a place that she was last seen. Detectives might be out here, come talk to you guys. You might see a private number or like Orange County number. So that's probably one of them trying to contact you guys through the business line. All right. All right. Thank you guys again.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. See you again. I hope I see you guys, but on better circumstances. Hey. So it's possible that she came here and sat in the parking lot for a while. It's blurry video, but it looks like a adolescent child sitting right there, and she's sitting. The people here said that they were adamant they seen her on the property, but like I said, it's a blurry video, and I don't see her getting into anybody's car in the video. I see her sitting on property for give or take 10 minutes and then walking off property. I don't know which way she went from there. Around, like, I'll say,
Is there any way I can see it so I can confirm it?
it's really blurry. It's like there's no possible way. You can ask them to see if they could allow you to see the video. I can't really grab that for you. And just have them see if they have them. But yeah, I had her sitting there and then she walked right off the property. I'm gonna send that to my detectives, see what they can do with that and get more video.
There's no cameras like that show the bridge or anything?
No. Yeah. So yeah, I told your cousins earlier that over there in the other property have cameras. So Urbana. So we're gonna try to contact them and see if we can get those videos as well. But other than that, yeah, I've been asking your cousins see if they knew any spots. Do you know any spots that she probably hangs out at? That she doesn't want to tell her mom or dad?
Well, the address that I gave you, she never goes here in
Yeah.
because we do have like family friends up there, but she never goes there. And if she did, they would have said something right away. The lady who lives and works at the office already said. She would have said something right away, but no, I don't think she would have gone there. I don't know if she knows anyone around here. I only know that one friend that we told you about, but she comes to my house all the time. And then yesterday we met a new one. I know her name is Emily. We also gave you guys her information. That's the only 2 people I've ever met. She's from here.
Okay. Yeah.
I have no idea. We checked her phone. I didn't see any like
Crazy stuff. Like, me neither. Yeah.
I didn't see her trying to like plan anything with anyone. And I just really don't think she's the type to do that.
Just walk up and leave.
Yeah, I don't see her doing that at all.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know, like, around this time, it's usually, like, they have, like, school events or something like that, so that's what I'd probably say. She probably told you guys something, and...
I don't know. The school, she never showed up to school today.
Yeah.
At all. So I don't know what she could have gone from here to there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to try to...
Now, how can he be so calm? Because the document dump that I haven't had the stomach to get all the way through yet. Plunder put it together perfectly. They believe that the murder was during an act of sexual battery. Uh-huh. Yep. Jen Soto is way too calm for me. Okay? I'm just going to say it. She's way too calm. When the principal called, and of course he's going to, have you found Maddie yet? Have you found Maddie yet? Have you found Maddie yet? She answers the phone. Oh, I'm good. How are you? As if she just found her car keys. Oh, I'm good. How are you?
So, just preparing your. I'm just preparing you for future. Yeah, start stretching now because it's happened. But I just gotta give it forewarning, and I have to have my camera on for it too. So, hi. That come out on the radio? Oh, okay. Hold on, buddy. I gotta fix it. I'm gonna fix your lead. Hold on. I gotta fix it. I know. Whenever I open the door, he wants to jump out. Hello. Can you see? You're stinky. Hold on, dude. Ooh, we gotta get the sun on the phone. Hold on, son. Sniff ya. So I'm gonna. No, you're not going in there. I'm gonna introduce it to him, but I'm gonna drop the bag on the floor if you want to pick it up again, just in case I have to like reintroduce it to him.
Okay, I got you.
Sorry, it's smelling everything. Let me go pee pee. Good job. Yeah, this is my tree. This is my tree. She like went straight, walked in the grass, or she went towards the road.
She walked in the grass and then from there walked
Like,
onto the road.
Kind of curved.
Yeah, kind of around.
Okay. I'm just wondering. It's gonna be hard to tell whether she went left or right.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she was trying to walk back home on her own or if she was trying to go to her friend's house.
Probably the most I'll say is she would walk back to the grandmother's job. Her grandmother's job is straight that way. So that's probably like the only way.
Yeah. But the grandmother never saw her.
Grandmother said she never saw her.
Okay. He has a poop. Kind of.
He's just trying to figure out what he wants to do.
Yeah. Well, he always has to poop against a bush. Not really any. He's gonna totally cut you off.
Poor puppy. So they have the puppy out there because this is supposedly where he dropped her off. We know this is not true. We know this is not true. She was not dropped off anywhere. She was dropped off. Well, she was dropped off 4 minutes away from Santa's house. I go back to what Tina King said in here in comments. There is a lot of buildup coming up to the murder. Again, according to documents, Madeline was emmed during an act of sexual battery. I just can't imagine what this little girl went through. From the age of 8 to 13. The age of 8 to 13. Okay, I don't think we need to go through everything about the puppy because we know that she wasn't there. I do want to look at this, and I've played it on here before. I love this channel, Police Off the Cuff. Bill has been on this from the get. He has been after Jen Soto like crazy. I'm talking like stink on shit, flies on a rib roast, white on rice. He doesn't care. He just keeps drilling and drilling and drilling her. I would love to see Jen Soto on Bill's show.
Stearns gave police a very detailed description about how he and Madeline Soto left her mom's Kissimmee apartment around 7:45 in the morning, drove to a McDonald's, and then arrived at the school about an hour later. But according to this newly released report, other evidence confirming the location of Stearns' car contradicts his story.
This girl knows nothing but love here in this house. She hardly ever hears the word no.
This girl knows nothing but love here in this house. She hardly ever hears the word no. Well, according to the document dump, she hears the word no a lot because it was a tit for tat. Oh, yeah, you can get this if you do this. Sure, you can use my phone if you do this. One thing that was very surprising to me, I saw in a community group, not so much necessarily about Madeline, but a woman who her daughter is friends with Madeline, was friends with Madeline, said that other children were not allowed to stay over there. Just Jen wouldn't have it. Now, I'm actually thankful for that, okay? I'm actually thankful for that. That tells me right there, if Jen's telling her, you can't have your girlfriends come over and stay the night, have movie night. How many kids from school were at her birthday party? To me, that tells me Jen knew. She knew. Nothing keeps a kid busier than another kid. I don't care. Nothing. But to say, no other kids are coming over here. She knew.
Double-edged sword that is.
In this recorded interview, Stefan Stearns tells police about the morning he claims he drove 13-year-old Madeline Soto to school.
She was asleep in the car most of the time, just snoozing until we got there.
Stearns says he dropped the teen off about a block away from Hunters Creek Middle School.
Told her to have a good day. I loved her. She told me she loved me too. I turned around to leave, and I was watching her in my rearview mirror. And she looked like she was walking in the right direction.
Authorities now believe Stearns murdered Soto earlier that morning at the Kissimmee apartment she shared with her mother. According to this newly released report, security camera videos showed Stefan Stearns' vehicle exiting the complex with a female wearing a green sweater in the front passenger seat. The female was slumped over to her left, which is an abnormal way for a person to be seated in a vehicle.
She brings a lot of joy. She's a very good girl. It definitely doesn't feel the same around here if she's not here.
As police were looking at Stearns'
What a sicko. What a sicko. She's a good girl. Things certainly don't feel the same way around here. How did it feel when you had her dead body in the car and you were driving around? Then you go to a video game store. Then you go back home to Jen. And you guys sit there and you contemplate all day, how are we going to explain this away? How are we going to explain this away? How disturbing. Very good girl. Does anyone besides me find that his tone of voice is just creepy? The way he talks, the way it's like, this is not a man's voice. Hell, when my husband comes into a room, he's like a bull in a china cabinet. He's knocking into stuff. He's loud. It's almost like this voice is, the cringe is all over the place. But this voice is to speak to children.
Cell phone, they discovered its memory had been wiped out the same day Soto vanished.
I don't know what the heck I did, but somehow during the massive OS update, I managed to factory reset my phone and lose all of my contacts, all my information.
Several days after that interview, police found Soto's body in a wooded area of St. Cloud. By then, police say they had also found several videos allegedly showing Stearns sexually molesting the girl. In one of those videos, according to this report, Stearns can be heard telling the then 8-year-old that she could not play with a phone unless she performed a sex act. Lisa and Matt.
Horrific. You know, it just, everything about this case is horrible. And one of the things that, you know, if there's any solace in this case is that the police, and I say this, they did an outstanding job and they continue to do an outstanding job. And I'm very impressed with the interview, the interrogation, very impressed with how they recovered the evidence so that it sticks when they do take this savage to court. And, you know, our whole sort of hype.
I love when he said this, when they take this savage to court. Tracy said it too. She said, the poor jury. What we are hearing about little Maddie is the tip of the iceberg. This is the frosting on the cake for Mr. Disney and Jen Soto, and possibly for Yolanda. They're going to hear way more. They're going to hear way more. I don't know how anyone can even televise the trial, because there's going to be so much in this trial that is going to be beyond triggering. How would you even get a jury prepared to hear what they have to hear? I've heard stories about some of the jurors that had to sit and listen to what happened to little Gannon. They were offered counseling after. And when you have a trial like this, and it's televised, you're going to have some RSOs. They're going to have their bucket of popcorn, their towel, and their Vaseline lotion watching it, because it's going to get them off. We have some real sick ass people that follow true crime. I say all the time, you guys are here for the right reasons, but there's some that have to get weeded out because they really want to hear about what has happened to the children.
Hypothesis for tonight's show is that Jennifer Soto and Stefan Stearns, did they do it together? And if you believe in the chat they did it together, give us a 1. If you believe that Stefan Stearns acted alone and did this alone, put a 2 in the chat. My feelings are that the more I look at this case, I see Jennifer Soto's involvement in it all the way. I really do. And that's my gut feeling. That's my feelings. Mike?
Yeah, Billy, you, me, and Phil, we kind of believed from the start that it wasn't completely unknown to the mother what was going on, that there must have been some level. And I think my suspicions on that have gotten much stronger as we've gone through this. We've looked at more information. You take a look at the video of her again, several times, and you start to go over everything again and figure out in your mind where things happened, how do they happen, the chronology of events. And I don't think there is much credible information that she could put out there, that the mom could put out there to say that she had no idea that there could have been anything going on and she could never have imagined that. I don't think so. I think just any normal person, any normal mother or father would be able to have some inkling of something going on. Maybe they don't want to know and they just put the blinders on, but they know. And therefore, it's really difficult even to believe her story. Even if she didn't have a lot of information, it was just some sort of suspicion. The fact is, she actually was covering for Stefan in that interview by adopting part of his own excuse. So therefore, I think she can legally be charged, even at this point, with the criminal act, depending on how you want to look at it. But definitely, yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot to take in this case, and as more and more of the evidence just came in this week. Of course, I thought I was going to get to the discovery affidavit, but we clearly had so much to talk about that we didn't. And I did like a whole show on the discovery evidence affidavit, which I could put it up on the screen now, and that in itself is a whole other damn show. It's just there's so much information there. Put it up on the screen there, you could see it, and it's the state's response for demand for discovery, and they go over all the search warrants, all the evidence. One of the interesting things we found in this, and I'll go down, there's a firearm.
Yes.
Recovered in this. I think it was I'm looking for it on here.
There was a lot recovered. This was planned. This was planned. Let me ask you, how did Jen Soto not hear the firearm? How did she not hear the sexual battery that was going on? How? How did she not hear it?
For demand for discovery, and they go over all the search warrants, all the evidence. One of the interesting things we found in this, and I'll go down, there's a firearm.
Yes.
Recovered in this. I think it was I'm looking for it on here. And that to me draws questions. Could Madeline have been killed?
Page 252, I see firearm.
Okay, firearms trace summary. Yes.
Yeah.
That brings some more questions to this.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the things, and Kissimmee, Florida.
Guy, off again.
It's sick. It's sick. And I'm telling you, he has a lot of pictures. He has a lot of filming. And don't think for a minute that these sickos, there is not some digital evidence of what happened to her. The description of these pictures could not have been taken by one person. Okay? I'm sorry. Even Steven Spielberg couldn't do it. Couldn't. I tried to get all sexy with DT Driver one day, and I thought I was going to send him a nude. So I propped my big ass up on the bathroom sink, and I'm trying to look all sexy, and I have the camera, cell phone camera, up over my shoulder. You couldn't even make out it was an ass. All I figured out is I had a zit on my back. That's all I could do. I think when they start following the money, they're going to realize. Hence why Homeland Security is also involved in this case. They're going to find out where all those pictures went to. They're going to find out. I'm telling you right now, they are. Yeah, nobody wants to see my nudes. You won't see me on OnlyFans. They'd ask for a refund. They'd be like, goodness. All right, guys. Well, this has been a great show. Thank you for putting a smile on my face. I don't know what's going on here. My goodness, look at this. Just Cat, Kamari, Avi, Pat, Jules, Fun to Ski, Preschool Granny, Catherine, Lisa A. Connie's getting a spanking. This is my spanking list. Nene Nut, spanking for you. Real Rockin' Robin, Fun to Ski again. Jules, she must really want an ass beating, or she's wanting to see one of my nudes. Mary Fletcher, you got to be kidding me. Kiki, you're getting a big old spanking. Look at this. Sunset Gazing, she's getting a spanking. Phil, spankings for everyone. Well, I am going to go get on with my birthday. If anyone receives a strange call from me, say around like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, it's because I'm celebrating my birthday. Linda's supposed to be over here around noon. She's going to bring some food over. I told her just to get some chicken strips because that's what OJ eats. Look at that snow. My goodness, what am I going to do with all of you? Well, I love you guys to pieces. Thank you so much for being here for the show and celebrating my birthday with me. I was going to do a member show, but I was like, no, I've got to get through this with Madeline. Some cases affect me differently than other ones. You guys have seen it in my emotions, my tone of voice, things I say. This case really, really affects me. And this little girl deserved way more than she got. It doesn't take a genius. It doesn't take a superior human being to love your child and protect your child. Jen Soto fed Madeline to the wolves. To the wolves. Well, I'll be back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place, same great people. What the hell is Muscles and Mascara doing? I got to call Muscles and Mascara here in a little bit because I got a very, very strange message from Dawn Wells I need to talk to her about. I'm going to get all you. Don't you worry. The love is coming back. You guys are the absolute best. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning.